Can you introduce yourself and tell us how you got your band name?
How drunk do I have to be when you drop me off?
My name is Chase Huglin. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I play acoustic guitar and sing.
Sweet. You're in Phoenix today.
Phoenix, yes.
Mesa, I guess.
think so.
And you recently had some vehicle troubles.
Yeah.
So tell us about what has happened.
So we were stuck in Fresno, California for 3 days, and the power steering on my car went out, and so we were stuck in Fresno, and then we just got it fixed. $700 later, we're in Phoenix.
This is a pretty interesting tour made up of mostly YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I think that musicians who kind of got where they are by using YouTube are sort of looked down upon by musicians who didn't use YouTube for whatever reason to get to that point. So since you're like singer-songwriter, straight-up musician, didn't get your start on YouTube, are you concerned at all about sacrificing any kind of credibility by being on a tour like this?
Man, that's a great question. I'm glad that I can finally answer it because I've gotten a lot of shit for. Can I curse?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
I've gotten a lot of shit for doing this tour, but honestly, it's like I think they're talented, and even like if you were to listen to their music and not enjoy it, I think like their talent and hard work and how much they earn. Like, let's say if they make $1,000 off of a video, they'll put in $5,000 to make another one. So it's like they just keep spending money, and I think like music aside, I think being surrounded by people with a hard work ethic, like that's more important for me. Plus, they're all great guys. So.
Your debut full-length, You Deserve an Island, just came out about 2 months ago now. So what has the response been like to that?
It's been great. It started off really great, and now it's kind of like evening out. But since it's evening out, it's kind of like cool to see like people that were like a little late, because that means that they just found out about me. So it's always interesting like how like to know where my fan base is growing and like where they're coming from. So I think that's kind of important that it's like, you know, it did good at first, which was awesome, and that was beyond expected as well, but like now people are starting to grab onto it. So I feel happy with it.
Your music videos kind of really tug at the heartstrings a little bit. So how important is it for you as an artist to have like a pretty literal narrative of your songs in the video as opposed to just kind of like playing live and throwing music at it?
Yeah, that's like is something that I've always kind of thought about. I love independent films, and I absolutely love it. So like anytime that I get like the opportunity to come up with a music video, it's like let's do something crazy. But like at the same time, I don't like watching a music video and be like, all right, that's cool, like shots are cool, but I don't know what it means. So I was like, why don't I just do something like that you can actually follow? It doesn't have to be about the song even. It can just be about something else. But I just think music videos are so hard to follow nowadays. And like, I'm a big fan of like independent films, so I love doing like the weird shit.
So are you like super involved with the coming up with the treatments for it?
Oh yeah, I kind of like every single music video I've done, I come up with the idea for it.
Cool.
So yeah, it's awesome. That's probably like my favorite part.
You just released a Christmas song.
Yeah.
That's going to be on a comp called Happy Holidays, I Miss You.
Yeah, real good name, Nick Moore.
Is this a song that you wrote specifically for the comp, or did you kind of already have it in your back pocket?
Okay, so good question again. I had the chorus written. I was like, man, this chorus is sweet. But I just kind of like kept it in my back pocket because I was like, this chorus is cool, but I'll come back to it like when I'm ready for it. And then so I got asked to go to the studio and help record the new Hotel Books record. So I was there for 2 weeks writing the Hotel Books record, and it was presented to me. The guy that we were recording with works closely with In Vogue, and so the guy was like, you know, would you want to do a Christmas song? I was like, yeah, all right. But I didn't have anything specifically written for Christmas. So I remember like one day after recording with Hotel Books, I like go upstairs and I'm like writing, and I'm just like, some Christmas Eve, all right, okay, cool. And it was like I wrote the lyrics super quick, but that song just wrote itself really, really fast.
After this tour ends, you go out again with Home Safe Boys.
Yes.
So for you being like a solo artist who obviously doesn't have like a massive crew or other band members, do you find that it's more difficult or easier for you to connect with like other bands on tour because you are kind of siloed in a way?
Yeah, I mean, like, I like it. Like, I like, you know, having like Jamie, my tour manager, out with me, and I feel like both myself like me and Jimmy we're both super like personable, and like we can go up and talk to anyone. So I think like no matter what, I mean, bands are always kind of like, this is our crew, and then like if you try to mix with them, you're kind of like the odd man out. But it's never happened to me, and I think like Jimmy and I could break down the walls of anyone and talk to them, so I'm not really worried about it. I think if people aren't very responsive to us, they're probably very shy or not that nice.
Okay. Who on this tour is the best cuddler?
Best cuddler? Oh, no. I don't know. I'm just going to guess, strictly based off of like the theme that they say in all their videos, it's probably going to be Braden from Say We Can Fly, because he says cozy a lot. Like, not just in his videos, like he actually says it in real life, says stay cozy a lot. So I mean, if a man knows what cozy feels like, I guess he's probably a good cuddler.
Rumor has it that you're a pretty discerning Yelp critic.
Yes.
So can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Big fan of Yelp. Always looking for the best place to find restaurants in any local town that I go to. Today I went to Short Leash Dogs, right? It was pretty good. It was awesome.
Did you write a review?
Didn't write a review. I'll get to it.
Okay. Has there ever been a time when one of your jokes completely bombed on stage?
Yes, a few times. And I know why Trevor asked this. Oh, for sure. You totally asked this. I know you did. Yeah. My jokes, I have like a pretty dry humor, but at the same time that my humor is dry, I also have a hard time with the filter. So like, if I know something like would like make you kind of get like self-conscious, I'll go there. I'll ask you because I think it's funny. But like seeing some people like think it's funny, like they latch on to like my humor and they think that it's funny. They're like, oh, okay, well, like if we can make that joke, then like we could joke with you. So it's like stuff like that. But like, yeah, sometimes I take it too far and the crowd's like, what the hell is that guy talking about?
Have you ever felt like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and it's funny because like I have an inside joke and I tell a lot of friends this, but like the new thing anymore for saying something almost too offensive is like, which is totally fine. But it's like once you get to that point on stage and you're like, which is totally fine, you probably shouldn't be talking about whatever you're talking about. This is Chase Huglin. You are watching Never Sometimes TV. You deserve an island. Have a good one.
Tell her hell is place we're back.